Roatan has one experience so intense that first-time visitors often can't finish it, and it's not what most guidebooks put at the top of the list. 12 attractions across the Honduran island promise adventure, wildlife, and Caribbean beauty, but only one delivers the moment that makes people say they will fly back just to do it again. That entry is coming. But first, 11 others that build the case for why Roatan draws travelers back year after year. Let's dive in. Number 12. West Bay Beach anchors the western tip of Roatan with turquoise water and a wide stretch of white sand that photographs like a postcard. Resorts line the shore, restaurants spill onto the sun, and vendors circulate offering fresh coconuts and jewelry. The reef sits close enough to show that snorkeling requires no boat, just a walk into the water. Early morning arrival beats the cruise ship crowd that flood the beach by midday. Number 11. A small private island of Roatan's coast, Big French Key operates as a monkey and animal sanctuary reachable only by boat. Visitors walk trails past spider monkeys, sloths, and tropical birds in a semi-natural setting. The appeal leans heavily on wildlife photography rather than adventure. Combine it with a nearby snorkeling stop, since the boat transfer already covers the water crossing. Number 10. Tucked beside West Bay but calmer and less commercial, Tabyana Beach offers the same turquoise water with fewer crowds and a more relaxed pace. A protected cove keeps the water still, making it a common stop for families and cruise excursions. Beach chairs and touch umbrellas line the sun for day use. Day passes here often include lunch, which beats paying separately at a beach bar. Number 9. Built around Carnival's cruise terminal, Mahogany Bay blends a manicure beach with a nearby shopping village and a cable car ride up to a scenic overlook. It functions less as an untouched destination and more as a resort-style stop engineered for cruise passengers with limited time. The cable car climbs roughly 1,000 feet above the coastline, giving riders a panoramic view of the bay, before dropping them at a hilltop platform with its own zip line back down. Loungers and cabanas fill the beach below, and the entire complex sits within walking distance of the pier, making it the least logistically demanding entry on this list. The cable car ride alone justifies a stop, even without spending time on the beach itself. Number 8. Gumbalimba Park combines a wildlife reserve with a recreated pirate-themed attraction, drawing families with monkey encounters, a butterfly garden, and zip lines of its own. Trails wind through tropical vegetation before opening onto a small beach area included with admission. Photo opportunities with the monkeys come with a separate handler fee not included in the ticket price. Number 7. Home to the Roatan Institute for Marine Sciences, Antony's Key Resort offers dolphin encounters in a natural lagoon setting rather than a concrete tank. Guests can swim alongside trained dolphins or simply observe research demonstrations focused on marine conservation. Programs range from shallow water interaction suited to young children to open water swims for guests comfortable in deeper conditions. The institute also runs a small museum on site detailing dolphin behavior and cognition, giving the visit an educational layer that most animal encounters on the island skip entirely. Non-guests can often book dolphin sessions separately without staying at the resort. Number 6. Set inland away from the coast, Mayan Eco Park centers on cave exploration, natural pools, and a botanic garden spread across jungle terrain. Visitors wade through underground caverns before cooling off in spring-fed pools surrounded by dense foliage. The cave system runs several hundred feet underground, with guides pointing out rock formation shaped over centuries and pockets where sunlight breaks through the canopy above. Because the park sits away from the coast, it draws far fewer visitors than the beach adjustment attractions, making it one of the quieter entries on this list despite covering a similar amount of ground. Water shoes make the cave section significantly easier to navigate than barefoot or sandals. Number 5. At the island's main cruise gateway, Coxen Hall offers duty-free shopping, local markets, and quick access to taxis heading toward other attractions. Few travelers linger here by choice. It functions primarily as a transit point rather than a destination. Negotiate taxi fares before departing the port area, since prices climb once outside walking distance. Number 4. Roatan sits along the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef, the second largest reef system on Earth. And snorkeling here reveals coral formations and marine life rarely seen so close to shore. Visibility often exceeds 100 feet, turning even shallow snorkeling into a full reef-safe. Sunscreen is mandatory at most snorkeling operators to protect the coral from chemical damage. Number 3. A small batch operation on the islands is in the Roatan Chocolate Factory walks visitors through the process from raw cacao pod to finished bar using beans grown on site. Tastings punctuate the tour, comparing chocolate at different stages of processing. Guides split open fresh cacao pods to show the raw pulp before explaining fermentation, drying, and roasting, ending with a hands-on stage where visitors grind roasted beans by hand. The finished tasting flight usually spans several cacao percentages, letting visitors compare the same bean at different levels of processing side by side. Tours run in small groups, so arriving without a reservation risks a long wait during peak cruise days. Number 2. Local distilleries on the island produce spiced and flavored rums using Caribbean sugarcane, and guided tours walk through fermentation, distillation, and barrel aging before ending in tasting flight. Some tours pair the rum with local chocolate for a combined flavor experience. Copper stills and oak barrel rooms make up most of the walking tour, with staff explaining how tropical heat accelerates aging compared to distilleries in cooler climates. Flavored varieties infused with coconut, coffee, or local spices sit alongside traditional aged rum in the final tasting, giving visitors a wider range than a standard spirits tour. Bottles purchased on site often cost less than the same rum sold at cruise port shops. Number 1. Above the jungle canopy, Roatan's zipline courses string together a dozen or more lines connecting platforms built into the hillside, some stretching several hundred feet across ravines and treetops. Riders reach speeds that turn the tropical scenery below into a blur, with longest lines offering views stretching out toward the coastline. Some courses build in a Superman line, where riders lie horizontal and fly face first across the canopy instead of sitting upright in harness. Multiple operators run courses across the island, ranging from the short introductory circuits to extended adventure parks, combining zip lines with canopy walks and rope bridges. First-timers often describe the initial platform as the hardest part, the moment of stepping off before the line takes over. By the final line, the same riders are asking to go again. Morning sessions run cooler and less crowded, and a camera mounted on the harness captures the ride hands-free. Which ones are actually worth it? Of the 12, the standouts cluster around the experiences the island does better than almost anywhere else in the Caribbean: snorkeling the Barrier Reef, the zip-line adventure, and the Roatan Rum and Chocolate tours deliver something distinct to the island rather than a generic beach day. West Bay and Tabyana Beach earn their spots for pure scenery. Even with heavier crowds, Coxen Hall, by contrast, works best as functional stop rather than a planned destination. And Mahogany Bay leans more towards convenience than authenticity. For travelers with limited time, the reef, the zipline, and one distillery or chocolate tour cover the experiences that make Roatan worth the trip. Everything else on this list is a bonus, not a requirement.